about something or something other.
Chat.
Something's going on with Mavis. I don't really know what. Like, she keeps eating things, but they're like making it up, like making her curse worse or something.
Mm-hmm.
I proposed that was related to the eating Rayla's hair thing, but like I don't know. And then maybe you guys decorated the cave. You know, maybe this will be our secret hangout. I don't know. And then I don't know. I don't know what you guys get up to. That's it. That's all I have for you.
All right. Thank you for the recap. With that being said, I'd like a volunteer for the actual recap.
Oh, I get to hear it.
You want to do it, Daria?
Sure.
Go crazy. Also, double, you can join the roll 20.
I mean, Andre's not even. I mean, I guess we'll get to that.
Yeah. So I looked at the books that the giant has, and I ate one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the name of the book?
Devoured Tantra, which is really funny. Because it is a devoured tantra. It is inside my stomach. Wait, it won't break down, would it?
Will it?
I don't know.
You get to choose between walking around with the feeling of a full-ass book in your stomach or having to spit it out. I think we're just going to ignore the logistics of that and say it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
Hold on, I'm actually trying to find. You were there for when Andre was talking to the sage woman librarian, right?
Author.
Teresa? Yeah.
Yeah, Teresa. That's why Teresa's written. Understand?
I think it's like it's Theresa, like TH.
Teresa?
Like I think it's Theresa, right?
No, it is Theresa.
Yeah.
Teresa.
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay, so that conversation,
like Arissa, but Theresa.
Mavis passes out and like sees the end tail of the vision, and the woman sees her, but like nothing. We don't go into more detail on that. So we kind of walk around the room a bit with Alfred, and he's like, "Oh, the keyword for the doors is Kreetruk, and here's Fleet Chaser outside." So we saw him, and they had like a little garden and shit. I start reading a bunch of stuff. Your hair smells like the sea, and to Mavis specifically, it smells like seafood at some point. So Mavis eats the book instead of eating Rayla's hair, because she didn't believe Rayla could consent, and she's like, I'm not gonna do this.
You're real.
Yeah. The Flint starts speaking.
Huh?
Yeah, the Flint shard like starts speaking, because I was like, hey Andre, have you ever like just asked it questions? And he's like, I mean, we could try. And it spoke out loud, and Mavis heard it. And he like answers some questions. They're not like fully answered. That like we didn't really gain that much, I feel like, from that first part.
Mm-hmm. What else did we talk about?
Yeah, Mavis got a therapy session.
How'd it go?
It didn't go great. Well, I mean, any progress is progress. Like, there's always progress. She revealed what she truly thinks about herself, and Andre was there, which kind of sucked for Mavis, but whatever. And the Flint who told us to call him the father, and I really had to stop myself from like making a daddy joke. I really had to like throwing that in. I just want that to be known.
I appreciate your effort there, Daria.
But
really, it would have made the NPC much less interesting if you just started calling him daddy.
Oh, it's just gonna be a throwaway line of like, oh, so can I call you daddy?
It wouldn't be throwaway because he wouldn't know the context behind the word. So we could be really mean and be like, do it character, Rama. Don't break character.
Why wouldn't
It's like, come on, bro.
I would have stuck with it, but I would have cried myself.
I respect it. I respect that so much to be like, I'm gonna sit here, tears down my face, seething, but I'll stay in character. You psychopath.
Why wouldn't he understand it though?
Because he wouldn't know the context behind it.
Bro,
what? Like, you don't think the giants?
He's primordial.
Yeah.
And?
Do you think we're using kink? Like we're using daddy as a
why not? Why
do
they 3 million what if they were sexually liberated individuals, huh?
Daddy is not 3 million years old. It is not. I refuse. It's not. I know you're trying to use logic here. I am God. I decide.
Exactly.
It could just change it.
That's fine. We didn't know that then, though. But yeah, and he basically goes through this whole spiel of how Mavis is not a sin, but the gods create them, and why would they create a sin? And it's like, death is natural, what you do is natural. And Mavis didn't respond to that well, because she's like, really, mass execution of a thing that's been called an abomination multiple times by your constituents, by the way.
Constituents.
Colleagues. I don't know what the fuck else to refer to them as.
Colleagues, yeah.
Like, yes, natural. Okay. Yeah, and he like does like a whole vision to get his point across, but Mavis is just angry. And Andre's mad at Mavis.
Why?
Why?
Because Mavis has been a hypocrite this entire time, apparently.
No, it wasn't a hypocrite. It was they had a discussion about this very same topic, and then that conversation let him know that she did not internalize anything he asked, like anything he told her.
Yep.
And that was a great summary of last session. Thank you very much. You got your inspiration.
Oh.
And with that, we'll start where we left off with Andre and Mavis. The two of you come back to your senses. Around you,
Andre's not in the room. Like at the very end of the session, he left.
Right.
Yeah, he did the walk up, and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, you've come back to your senses. The room all around you, the pattern on the wall have changed and now bear the same crown that Andre has now acquired. The room itself is quite warm, not quite suffocating, not anything like when Andre was sleeping, but it's definitely not weather that you'd expect this high in the mountains. Mavis, you yourself are alone in the study as Andre has left out the door. And Rayla, you yourself feel yourself awaken. Through your eyes, the walls all around you blink like the shadows that you saw before. They stay present for a few moments, and you can almost imagine, or maybe hallucinate, two figures ahead of you that vanish slowly into nothingness. What do you do?
Rayla's just gonna chill where she is. The people will find her if they need her.
For the record, Rayla is currently on the floor, having set herself to sleep on one of Kritruk's massive pillows.
Awesome.
You also have a blanket.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely over you.
She'll pull it off of her head if it's over that.
It is.
And then she'll just sit up and then chill there.
You sit up, you can see that Mavis herself seems to be in the room, though Andre himself is nowhere to be found. What's Mavis doing during this?
No, I did a walk too.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sorry, I said I did a walk off too.
Didn't you walk to the laboratory?
I walked. No, we were in the lab. We were arguing like here.
Oh, yeah. I'm very sorry.
Where is Andre?
He left the building.
Okay.
What? Oh wow.
He went outside.
He went out for a pack of cigarettes.
Yep.
All right, so scratch that. Rayla, you awaken and there's nobody at all.
I don't want to wander aimlessly, but I feel like that's what you would do.
Any places you would look?
Should probably check the bedroom and then like whatever the dining room area was. I should open roll 20.
Alright. In doing so, you would see Mavis through the hallway. Herself, right, now remember, you said she was examining the circle, correct?
Yep.
Kneeled over and looking at something on the ground. Mavis, you would definitely hear this. The doors are not subtle.
She's not gonna turn to look. She's still just looking at the ground.
I'll walk over to her. Mavis, hi, you okay?
Oh, Rayla, hi. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I did not think I would have another vision so soon, but we never get a break, do we?
Oh, another vision.
Yeah, it was weird. I think I intruded on a date?
What?
Yeah, it was like these two people, okay? And like one of them was like had wings and they were like furry, and then like this other one was just like a person. He was just like some man. And there was like two big versions of them, and then like there was two small versions of them, but they were shadows. And I was also really small. And then like it was just so weird. And then like the dude, he took like shears and he like cut off her wings, and then he took her shears and she cut off his like genitals. It was weird. So how are you?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was weird. Okay, I felt really awkward. Like I feel like I like asked to be there, but then I felt like too awkward to leave when they started doing the weird stuff. They were nice though.
Oh, that's good. Then why would you describe it as a date if?
Cause like I think they seemed in love. They were very sweet to each other.
But were they still sweet after?
Yeah. Even after the whole limb cutting off thing, they were very nice to each other.
Mavis is just staring at you.
I would pay to see her face.
Rayla just told Mavis someone got their dick cut off and then they're still amicable afterwards.
It was their ball specifically because that was a note Rama made me note down.
Yeah, now, hold on now. I didn't make you note down anything.
That's what you said. That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
I specified that it was the balls and not the dick.
Okay.
But
Why? What's lore significant about it anyway?
question it. It makes sense.
Okay. It was weird. I guess each couple is different, right?
Mavis is just staring still.
I've never been on a date, so I don't really know. I've only read a lot of stuff, okay?
What have you been reading? No, never mind. Okay. Did they like tell you anything or?
They were really nice. They were the guy was really nice. He was like, "You're in the woods. This is the first level of like the invisible world or something." And then, I was kind of it. They were dancing to the beat, as everyone always does in my dreams for some reason.
Yep. Curious.
We all have our own things, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
And then there were some two names that I heard. The Matthias and the Imago. Ring a bell?
I'm sorry, what was that last name?
Imago?
Use it in a sentence.
No.
No.
Okay, actually,
World of Origin. No. No, you don't have to. Okay. Do either of these names have a chance of ringing a bell anywhere?
You're asking this with your keen mind?
I'm asking this with my history. Is there anything?
Okay. Roll history.
-10?
No.
Oh.
History.
20.
20. You have never once heard anything about Matthias and an Imago in any combination of any sort. You've met people called Matthias, and you know what an Imago is. Individually, they don't seem related at all, and certainly not in some sort of odd couple relation like Rayla is describing.
What's an imago?
Let me send you the definition. It's like the mature form of an insect, like a butterfly.
Ah. Okay. Okay, so that's a title then. Wait. Was it like the thing with wings? Was it like humanoid at all, or was
yeah.
like it had face and?
She had a face, didn't she, Rama? She did.
She definitely had a face.
Okay,
She definitely had a face.
You've seen her snicker and smile.
okay, so or she. Okay. So not a like praying mantis type of situation. Understood. Huh. All right.
Yeah. Odd. Yeah. It seems kind of familiar, but I'm too tired to think about it.
Oh, you're still tired? Do you need to rest some more?
No, it's okay. What happened with you guys while I was out?
Nothing really. I read some books, and we talked to we tried to ask the shard some questions, and it kind of went off topic.
Oh, okay.
You might want to. I don't know. Never mind. Yeah.
That's okay. We can talk about that more later if you want. Where's Andre?
I don't know. He's probably somewhere around here. I don't know. He's sulking though. Yeah. I'm just looking at this, trying to get as much info from this place as we can before we leave. I swear though, I'm going stir crazy in here.
Yeah, we've been here for far too long. I'm very much ready to move on.
How about you go find Andre then?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Rayla will go to the kitchen, and then if Andre's not there, she would go outside.
Alright. Looking through the kitchen, there you find Alfred. He's sat at a piano. He's playing the melodic tune you hear. It's nice. It's not exactly complex, but there's something about it that's not quite right, yet inviting. Andre is not in the room.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Miss Rayla. How do you do?
I'm
Rest well?
yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Are you okay staying here alone?
Of course. This is what it was made for.
Okay. Just wanted to check in.
Of course. If you've any need, don't hesitate to call on me.
Will do. Rayla will make her way outside then.
Alright. You do so. And for a brief moment, we'll switch to Andre. What's Andre doing outside?
Just tuning his lute.
Alright. Did he hide himself, or he just set himself down?
No, he's just right outside, realizing, man, I haven't done this in a while.
Alright. So Rayla, as you exit, first the thing that hits you is the wind. Up so high, the temperature inside and outside are very different. It's much chillier. The second thing that hits you is Andre. Sitting not too far from you, he seems to be working on his lute, tuning it.
Hi.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good to hear.
Are you okay? You two seem kind of off.
That was for a second, but I'm fine now.
Mhm.
I have a feeling you were sent out here.
Well, she told me to come find you, so I did that.
Ah,
I heard you guys talk to the shard.
yeah, that was a thing I didn't know could happen.
Yeah, I feel like we do that a lot. There's like very obvious things we could try, then we don't.
Yeah. But I don't know.
So,
I'll
yeah.
find something to do with it, I guess. Oh, there is a detail I kind of forgot to mention to him.
What?
Just about the worms. Never really came to mind.
Like Mavis's curse, or
Yeah, just in general.
I feel like that should be our main focus. Got a bit sidetracked now.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get moving soon. Well, because we are also being pursued.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about that, but I guess it is something we should keep on our minds.
Yeah, I'm not sure how quickly they can move through this.
Even then, what are they? What are they really gonna do to us?
That's the problem. Because not quite everyone really cares the difference in strength that someone has.
That's fair.
So they're either going to get themselves killed, or they're going to have just enough confidence to pull through.
Well, we're the ones who respond to them. I get we control how that turns out for the most part.
Yeah. Either way, it seems like you're getting pretty confident in yourself.
Uh, um, a little bit, yeah. I'm not bad with the bow anymore, I would say. I did pretty well in the last fight.
That's a way of putting it.
Okay, I did amazing in the last fight. Is that what you want me to say?
I mean, didn't want you to say anything, just an observation.
Mm. It's weird. I feel like I always switch between either feeling really, really good about myself or just awful.
What exactly do you have to feel awful for?
Mm. I don't know. I guess I have no reason to feel awful. I feel like I'm supposed to in some weird way.
What makes you think that?
You're asking a lot of questions, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say very vaguely that after my sister passed away, things got a bit not great with my family. She was kind of more of the favorite.
I see. Do you blame yourself?
I used to a little bit, but you get perspective. Now, not so much, but still want to do something about her situation.
How so?
Well, you can see her, right? That's a thing you can do now?
Every now and then, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. When you have someone you care about stuck in these weird invisible worlds type situations, you want to do something, right? Can't just ignore it.
Well, sorry to kind of rain on your parade, but that's exactly what led me to making that deal.
What? What was the details of your deal again? What did you do it for?
One of my colleagues that I thought was dead had her in a kind of halfway stasis. Typically, I'd like to think I'm decent at controlling a conversation, but at that point, I completely fell apart. Some of the stuff I'm not even sure if it was true or not. Well, I knew he had them, but he spoke as if they only had a limited amount of time. I didn't question it because I was desperate.
Mm.
And I folded. But I don't plan to do that again. So, I missed my chance. And that's how it is. They'd probably kill me if anything bad happened. And that was the price I got for the getting them back, so... in a weird way, maybe this is for the best.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's not my right to really say that.
Yeah, I don't know. We all have our own limits. What we're willing to do, what we should do. We're figuring it out. It's okay.
I'd like to agree with you on that. But I can't really say
On
that.
that.
Not genuinely, at least, but that's probably just me feeling my feelings.
You don't feel feeling so much nowadays.
Yeah. Used to be way easier.
What was easier, going through all of that, or living with it?
No, I just didn't really feel much for a while. At least when I was growing up. I know that may sound bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's just more complicated now.
Yeah, maybe. Also, is there anything else left you need to do in here?
No, I'm good to go.
Okay, well, do you want me to go get Mavis, or do you want us to go back and get Mavis, or do you think she's gonna come here on her own?
I'm not really sure, but I would like to ask a question. It's a personal one, so you don't have to answer it.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about your parents?
Well, that's a fun question. I don't know. It's complex. I wish they did things differently. I wish they were. I don't know. It's just. It's not even like they were super awful to me or anything. It's kind of just like they ignored me for a little bit. I just didn't exist after everything happened, but
I see.
I don't. Yeah, I don't want that to make me feel resentful or any. I don't want that to make me angry. I just want things to be okay.
I think you have a right to at least feel a certain way about it, but it's how you act on it is what matters. Can't really say
Yeah.
I have anything I can pull on, but well, no, I can't really pull on anything to really add to that.
No, that makes sense. It's just when we do eventually probably have to go there, I just need to figure out what my actions will be.
Well, you got us two to back you up.
And I appreciate that. I really do.
Great. Well, enough with the sappy stuff. He's gonna go walk inside.
Okay, that's the decision you're making. Okay. I can. Do you want me to come with you? Or
Whatever you feel.
I'll she'll follow.
You go back inside and you find the place pretty much as you left it. Still, the piano plays, and still, there's quite no sign of Mavis, who we will now turn to for a moment. So, Mavis, what are you doing? Alright.
Honestly, she's sitting there just thinking, and like half-heartedly kind of looking at whatever this is, because she didn't actually really see it before.
Alright. In the stone is carved a circle. It's quite wide, about 10 feet in radius. On the inside, there's intricate designs, patterns carved. You can see there's a few dribbles of a purple liquid in a few of the emplacements, especially along the rim.
Recognizable symbol.
Can you repeat that?
Is there any recognizable symbols?
I'd say make an arcana for that.
Okay. Oh, hold on. 15.
15? You recognize one of the symbols. It's something you learned about a long while ago. It's one of the wounds that calls upon a serpent.
Mhm.
That one vaguely remembers something about transportation. Don't remember anything more of the details than that, however.
Okay.
And as you
Yep.
stand there, pondering, Andre and Rayla, you both come back inside the building. What do you do?
Mavis.
She was like where the rune circle thing was in the bedroom.
He looks in that direction. Mavis.
Oh. Did Rayla tell you about her vision?
He's gonna look at Rayla and put a finger up to his mouth.
I didn't. No.
It fucking ignored.
Yeah, poor double. I mean, sorry, poor Andre.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that what you were indicating? I'm so sorry.
I'm not sure. I'm not
I'm
quite
so
sure what he was
stupid. I did
trying
not
to
realize
pull.
that.
I'm assuming that's the be quiet thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that meant, so I'm sorry.
I don't know what
Yeah,
he was.
apparently she like third wheeled on some date.
Oh, killing it, huh?
Yeah, it was really weird. They started cutting off each other's limbs. Is that what people do nowadays?
No. No, they don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Visions are weird.
Gonna wander in here. Is this a button?
It is indeed a button.
Hey, did we ever press this button?
Oh, I don't think so.
Like you guys were just like searching the palace or not the palace, the cave earlier, right?
Yes.
Do you want to press the button? It's like the last thing, right?
Well, if we've done everywhere else here, we can just do this one last thing before we leave. Yeah.
Right? Like we can set like fail safes, right? Ooh, we should probably ask Alfred if they have like anything like a cart that one of the people that came here left.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Yeah, cause like we could just travel on foot and like maybe leave fleet. Like I would feel bad bringing the horse and not really having him because then that would just be a liability at that point if we're not like actually using him for anything.
Yeah, it's just something extra we need to take care of, and that wouldn't be very great.
Granted, I think it'd be stealthier if we went by foot, but it would take so much longer.
Yeah, I don't know what timeline I'm working on at this point.
Well, I mean, if we have people chasing us, it's better to be faster, I think.
It is true, but I'm sure we can handle them. It's the, she points to you, the curse thing that I'm concerned about.
Yeah, I think we're past the point. I mean, it's still like in effect, but and obviously that should be on our to-do list. But you're pretty confident right now.
I'm not. I'm okay. I just feel like I could. Okay, I just feel like we could handle them.
No, if you feel like you can. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just a little surprised, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. I usually don't really. Even if I think about super confident statements, I don't usually say them, I guess. It's odd.
I mean, it's a good thing to have higher self-esteem, I guess. But when do you think has this been like a recent thing?
Kinda, yeah, and like, I don't know about recent, maybe just today, couple days.
Hey Andre, do you want to press this last button?
Are you sure we haven't pressed it already?
I mean, I haven't been back here.
Well,
Yeah, we were going.
last time it was in the dark, so
Yeah, but
Well,
didn't we go through we went through the dining room,
mhm.
okay, fine.
and then we went. Well, no, hold on. I'm trying to think, because we definitely went through the dining room, and then we saw black stuff on the ground. So I thought the room we went to was over past the pantry room.
I don't think we pressed this button before. Why would we be back here in the first place?
Well, when he was leading us around, that it could have been this way, but there's no, we haven't seen any black stuff on we haven't seen like soot or anything on the ground. I don't know, just to finish off. We could always just ask Alfred where this is.
As you're in the middle of that sentence, Mavis, you hear a loud sound as the stone begins to shift on stone.
Someone press it?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Wait, did we press it?
We?
Like,
Who's we?
Yeah, it was we.
no one. Okay. Oh, so it move. So okay, never mind.
And this time, not the floor, but the wall begins to shift. The wall on the far side of the room sinks into the ground, revealing that it is actually much, much thicker than one might have believed. As going through it, you can see the room, the exit, the entrance. After a few seconds, it stops and forms a perfectly smooth floor.
See, there we go. Andre's hand is on the button.
It's here. Is it? Is this just a hallway now?
Makes sense. How else would the giant have fit in here?
Okay, we found his entrance. I'm gonna go ask Alfred if there's any carts anywhere around here.
Okay.
Did you guys see him around?
Dining room as usual.
Okay. Alright. Thank you. Alfred,
Yes, ma'am?
me and my companions are thinking of leaving, and I was wondering with all of the guests, I guess, that have come here, did any of them have a cart?
A few of them did indeed have cards. However, most of them have been repurposed as the shelves you've seen in the pantry.
So there's nothing here we could use, I'm assuming.
Hardly. I suppose you could cut up the wood to fashion yourself a cart. I doubt it would be very resilient.
Alright, well, thank you.
Of course.
And, do you know how to activate that circle and...
The master used it from time to time. Yes, I believe it's something to do with the vials he's kept on his desk.
And we destroyed those.
I believe you have indeed.
Did you ever see him go to specific, like, open a book and then prepare one of those vials?
I can't say I spent much time in the office while the master was there.
Yeah.
I believe it was something to do with one of the instruments he had, the colorful one next to the desks. He used it to dodge something in the concoctions, I believe. Though, sadly, that too has been destroyed.
Thank you.
Of course.
We'll be heading out, I believe. If you could maybe we could return to this place at some point, and
Of course, it would be my honor.
thank you. And I still have to talk to my companions about this, but if we were to leave our horse here, would you be able to take care of him?
Yes, so long as nothing unduly happened, I'd be much obliged to take care of him.
Thank you.
In your absence, is there anything you'd like me to do or prepare?
Not I can think of, but thank you for the offer.
Of course. Shall I prepare you a bag for provisions and the like? Or do you already have everything you need?
If you wouldn't mind preparing a bag, I would be very grateful.
Of course. Except for the food, is there anything else in here you'd like to take along with you?
Shit, above game, what do I ask?
I don't know. Wait, question, where the hell is my cauldron?
What?
My cauldron! My
Your
plastic.
cauldron? Oh shit, yeah.
It wasn't
Where
that.
is it?
Fuck, how are we gonna carry that with us?
Should I just leave it here?
It's so valuable.
We should not leave our permanent source of food here.
Yeah, no,
That's
no.
fair. Good idea. Fine, Mehmet. How do we bring it?
Listen, Andre strapped it to his back with a bunch of rope for like 5 minutes. I'm sure he can do that for 5 weeks.
Build up your strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the buff man we know you can be.
Yeah.
He's just It's just skinny, tall guy.
That would only work like your back muscles. So it would he would be even ganglier. Like it would just.
I love the word gangly.
I mean, can we like put wheels on it?
Out of
And like
wheels of what?
wood or something and just kind of drag it with like a rope or something. I don't know. I'm
You can't-
brainstorming. I am
I don't-
brainstorming.
Yeah, it's very experimental thought.
Yeah.
But like, wait, like, can one of you shape stone or something? That's something you guys can do, perhaps?
It's made of metal.
Okay, no, we put. Okay, no, I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking. We we
Could
put the
make a
wheels.
stone cart.
Yeah, we can put the wheels on some platform. We put the cauldron on the platform.
Or
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Can we just make a stone cart? Is that
Could we?
possible?
It's only 5 by 5 feet.
Um,
If I
How
had
big is
enough,
fine?
if I had enough time, potentially, yeah.
You could fashion like a little trolley in which you could put the cauldron.
yeah, we could like.
Yeah.
Consider how heavy stone is.
Yeah.
None of you have a strength above 13. Do you really think you're gonna be able to push that for any lengthy period?
None of us do.
No.
No, we're not the strongest batch.
No.
Mm. No, a wooden one would probably just go through the floor if it's right there.
Okay. Ah, shit. This is actually.
But does the
Okay,
platform
if we can
like-
get to giant step, maybe we could just buy a new cart.
like we go back after we buy the cart?
No, we bring it with us to giant step at least. We can like
Okay.
fashion it to Fleet Chaser for a bit.
So we're bringing it.
Yeah, we can like tie it so it's like stays on his back with some other stuff.
Oh, the poor little guy.
He's a horse. He's fine.
We could do that. That doesn't sound like the worst idea. Like we can.
Like we make sure it's nice and comfy for him, but like he used to pull a cart with an entire minotaur on it.
That's true. I don't know. I think it's a good idea.
My Rayla, she had a cauldron. Where would that be?
I believe that's in the pantry, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, could we have that as well as any of the materials that have not been picked up yet that were ours?
Of course. I'll gather everything for you.
Thank
And,
you.
how soon will you be departing?
Most likely within the next hour.
I see.
But sooner rather than later.
I'll see to it straight away.
Thank
And
you.
he gets up, gives you a polite bow as he turns around and heads for the pantry.
Oops. I'm back here. And I'm assuming that this is still open, like this thing. Okay. All right. So, Alfred's preparing us some stuff. Maybe we can tie some things to Fleet Chaser, go to Giant Step, get a new cart.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Now, Andre, I mentioned this to you. I don't know if you remember. Samus mentioned that some people I know are in the area.
That was like a few minutes ago. You really think I just don't listen to you?
There's a lot that happened in between, and it was a throwaway line, really.
I don't think whatever.
I don't. Whatever. So Where's Giant? I'm trying to remember where Giant Step is.
There's a map.
I am going to the map. This is me role-playing me opening up the map. Thank you very much.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. But he specifically said in the mountains.
In the mountains.
that we
Okay.
are currently in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming, yeah.
He gave any directions for us to go in?
No. So, I mean, I don't want to, like, purposely search for them, but... Well, if we run into them... I mean, I'm hoping maybe... Because they might have some more info about... They might have some more info about my situation, because, I guess they would have been... I mean, I don't know how they are, and I would like to see them, I think. No, never mind. We shouldn't.
No, what are you asking of us?
I do want to see them again.
Hmm.
Maybe just ask some questions and
Okay,
see how they are, I guess.
then let's go do it.
Okay. But Giant Step is out of the mountains.
Okay. Has that ever stopped us from taking detours?
Detours is really all we do. It's okay, Mavis.
Okay, but that's just longer that we'd be traveling without a cart and...
Where we are right now is because of me.
No, we all agreed to it. Don't say whatever you're about to say.
Regardless.
Okay, yeah.
I made the decision. I brought up the idea. I know you didn't. Don't lie. I know you didn't.
Oh no, I thought this was gonna turn into a, yeah, we all made the decision, and now we can all make the decision to go see her. Whatever. Okay.
We just need to figure out which way we want to go and navigate the mountains is all.
I don't suppose... Yeah, no, it's like a needle in a haystack. I don't know where to go.
Hmm.
That's why I was a bit... like, hesitant, I guess, to mention any of this.
It's good that you mentioned it. We can figure it out from here.
So I was saying maybe if we run into them, yay, but we don't necessarily have to search extensively. I don't want us to get lost in the mountains, and it's hard to trek.
All right.
Okay. Alfred's gonna come and bring her stuff at any moment. I'm gonna go prep Fleet Chaser.
Okay. Oh, and sorry about earlier, by the way. I overreacted.
Don't mention it. And maybe this will walk off screen.
All right. You do so. You said you go to Fleet Chaser
Yeah.
and you go to prepare him for the journey, correct?
Yep.
He himself seems restless. Clearly, he wants to walk. He is very. You don't even need animal handling or anything to see that. He is very sick of being held in a place, unable to move.
Yeah. Oh shit, there's like no walking space?
Oh,
There's walking space, but
Yeah.
it's like being cooped inside a room.
Yeah.
You can walk around. It's just not a lot.
Hey, Fleet Chaser, I'm so sorry. We're leaving today, okay? Any moment.
and gives you an aggravated whinny.
Yeah. It's okay. We'll be out. Yeah, I'll just like prep him. Like saddle and get ropes and shit for when we get the stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
How about Andre and Rilla? What are they doing?
Um,
Waiting.
did Rayla pick up all her stuff from like the kitchen area? If not, she'll do that.
Okay. You go to the kitchen area to pick up your equipment, and you see that Alfred himself is in the process of taking care of that for you. He's gathered almost everything you guys had, as well as a very generous bag filled with provisions. You can see there's bread, a few fruits, there's some wine, there's a lot of provision that will keep for a good time. Oh, it's Rilla.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can be aided with?
I was just here getting my stuff. Thank you for prepping all that.
Of course, Miss Mavis asked me to. I believe these are yours. And he hands you your things.
I forgot what, but yeah, things general. Yeah, thanks. I'll meet you outside then.
Fantastic. Miss Mavis didn't specify anything more than this. Is there anything in here you'd like me to pack along with your belongings? Or Sir Andre, for that matter.
Is there anything cool in the kitchen pantry area?
What do you mean, cool?
Like radical, man. I don't know. Like a
There's,
trinket.
there is a rather small bottle. At least small for a giant. To you, it's quite sizable. On which is marked high end, keep for special, in giant. Inside, there's liquid that doesn't appear to have been moved or anything for a good long while. That's really the only item of any sort of note in the pantry.
Yeah, no trinkets. Yeah, Rayla will point to that and just say, that? What is that?
I believe that was some of the master's special alcohol. I believe he intended to use it for some sort of ritual that never came. Would you like me to pack it along with your belongings?
Yeah, maybe we could sell it. Sure.
Of course. He takes it carefully and packages it so it has no chance of breaking during transport. And puts it along with your things.
Rayla
That
will go away.
your packages to leave are full, and he begins to move them towards the exit.
Rayla will help move the packages.
Okay. Oh, thank you very much. Anything else?
Nope.
And with that, your packages are assembled at the entry. Lead Chaser is ready for transport. We've got food. You've got alcohol. We've got your equipment. Do you do anything before you depart or anything like that?
No.
All right. So, really? What do you do? Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, if everything's there, he's just gonna go.
Yeah, we walk out of. We're starting to head out of the mountain, I guess.
And you're walking out of there.
Yeah.
I assume you pack things on Fleet Chaser's back.
Yeah.
And you get them ready. You just start heading out.
Yeah.
Great. And you are, once again, out. Behind you, the doors have closed. And Alfred, for the last time, for the few short moments, you see him, gives you a wave as the door closes behind you. You're once more out in the wilderness. It seems to be about halfway through the night, maybe. Certainly a stealthy time to move out. What do you do?
We didn't anything of like how far we are from Giant Step.
Looking down the mountain, you can see that far away from your view, there is no indication of the ends of the mountains. So clearly, you're still a good bit away.
I know what to do. I'm gonna cast Stone Shape to make a shield, right? And then I'm gonna Breath of the Wild shield surf all the way down the mountain.
Yes.
Whoa,
Get there in
sick.
record time.
But that would be like the coolest thing ever.
We should do that at one point.
That sounds like
Shields.
that sounds like an awful feeling to your to do to your legs, just stone
Yeah.
grinding against stone.
I feel like you're just like falling down a mountain at some point. Like I feel like at some point you're not sweating.
Yeah.
Is that what Grinder's about?
What?
Nothing.
Well, on the road again.
Out on the road again.
Which direction are you headed? Give me some indication or something.
Down. I don't know. Where are we?
Where were we?
South.
Yeah.
South. We're going south.
Yeah, I was
I don't
like,
know the
I didn't
cardinal
want to
direction.
like point to it, but it's like, hey, you know where north is.
We're
I don't know the
going
cardinal
south.
direction.
We are going south, and at some point we're going to gently coast. Never eat so awful. West.
Alright.
Yeah, I mix those up all the time.
I have
Fuck.
to do west and east all the
Like,
time.
tell me when you're gently coasting west.
Alright.
So you
Yeah.
begin to head south. Your travel is quite uneventful, at least for now, as night covers. It provides ample cover and just calmness. There is very little in the way of movement, either from rocks or from animals. Do you do anything through the night?
Should we be taking turns, or do you want to just put as much distance as possible?
You're all walking on foot. You're
Oh.
not on Fleet Chaser's back.
Yeah. Never mind. Do you know how your benefactors or the people you communicate with, you can communicate with? It's two-way for the most part. Rayla?
Mhm. Oh, sorry. What were you talking about?
Right, like you guys can sort of communicate with whatever entity you're aligned with.
Kinda. Yeah. Like, I'm sure you've noticed her presence. I can talk to my sister, kinda, and then I can enter the vision somewhat voluntarily.
And Andre, I saw that firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
So really, rather people we made deals with. So theoretically, there should be a way that I could also annoy some moves back.
Oh, that's what this is.
Well, no, it's gonna be.
Why do you still talk to him?
No, it's not a thing I want to talk to him. I was playing coy. I just wanted to ask him more about the people I know.
Hmm. Well, the only thing that we do have that we know connects us to that world is the pains. I can't really think of anything else.
Andre's kind of giving Mavis the side eye.
What are you looking at me for?
The thing we talked about. Are we going to bring
We've
that up?
talked about many things.
That's something in particular you thought about bringing up because you were concerned? Or is that for later?
Oh, Hey Rayla, have you made any deals with your sister?
Huh?
Has she asked for anything?
Uh, well, her situation's kind of weird. She hasn't necessarily. I've not made a deal or anything with her. I think her soul has been split apart, maybe? So I need to reunite that. That's the thing I need to do.
Her soul.
Well, like, Rayla's gonna, like, pick up her bow and, like, talk to it. Like, there's, like, Mira, you can, I don't know, say hi. Can he see you? There's this version of her.
And as she says that, Rayla, behind her and from her bow, a feminine silhouette appears, shrouded in ethereal pink. She waves at you.
Oh, she's pink, not red.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this version of her, and then, a day or two ago when I had a different vision, there was another version of her.
Saw her somewhere else?
Yeah. She was very different than this version. I think she might be back. Her soul might be somewhere back in my hometown, possibly. I'm not sure. But that is the extent, I would say. I've interacted with them, no deals or anything.
And her name's Mira, right?
The shadow speaks up behind Rayla. That's correct.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
I feel like I'm supposed to, like, introduce you guys, but I feel like you know each other. But yeah, this is Andre and Mavis. Andre and Mavis is my sister Mira.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen her before. I just don't think I've formally talked to her yet.
Well, you have a few times. Your timings have rarely been ideal.
Ah, yes, a Hail Mary. have a question. Have you noticed anything about Rayla that feels off?
No, Rayla is great. She's growing into a wonderful person. She's growing stronger every day. I'm very happy with her. Why? Mavis?
I think I was wrong about something. Have you talked to Rayla about reuniting your part, I guess?
Of course. I'm the one who's asked her.
And what are you willing to give up to be reunited?
Give up. What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't exactly think reuniting a soul is going to be easy.
Why not?
I did just kind of
Simply-
plug these two pieces together.
I hope it's that easy.
It's just another part of me.
About that, actually, do you have any connection to that other half of you? Can you talk to them? Do you know what they think? Anything of that sort?
Not really. I can vaguely tell how they feel. It's a weird sensation because it melds a bit into what myself am feeling and what the people around me are. But she feels, or I feel, almost desperate or determined.
When I was in that vision and I was visiting her, do you know what you were feeling then?
Now, when we go to that place, I lose sight of myself quickly. Honestly, I don't remember much whenever we come back. Be it when we go to that place, or when you go to that other place with the woods and the trees.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back to Andre and Mavis. Yeah, so that's the deal with this. I appreciate you guys helping me with this goal of mine,
I'm
but
curious. I've never heard
What
of
if
something
Rayla
like
were to
this
get
before.
hurt?
Okay, Mavis, you gotta change your tone when you ask a question like that, because that sounds like you're kind of threatening her.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just it could be dangerous. What if Rayla gets hurt? Is that less threatening?
I guess that's fair.
Okay.
I it's okay to ask that. Honestly, when I visited your other half, or you, I don't know, she was very concerned about me visiting her.
Why?
She didn't want me to be there. I don't know why. I was actually gonna ask you that at some point.
I don't know why I do that. What I do know is that I would have never wanted you to be any harm. And you know that I'd always protect you no matter what. Maybe, Aurelia, it's best if we don't go back to that place with all the dancing anymore.
Yeah, yeah. This is so confusing. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm curious. I've never heard of a soul splitting before. I mean, I guess the shard, but that's a more primordial being. I haven't heard it in a more recent sense. I don't know. At least from what I know, it sounds like you'd have to do something special to fracture a soul. But even then, how did you find yourself in that bow? And when exactly did she show up?
I don't, in all honesty, completely understand what has happened. When I was alive and in my own body, I was never a scholar of these sorts of things. Sure, I've studied a lot of things, but this is not one of them.
I think we're wrong about you being connected to that bow. I think you're connected to Rayla.
That
Here.
could be.
Throw the bow, Rayla.
And
No,
Right now. Throw it.
no.
Okay, set it down. Or something. I don't know.
I
I guess
yeah,
it wouldn't
okay,
really matter if you're... I guess you're attuned to that, aren't you?
yeah.
Are you able to sever that connection? Because I can't do that with what I have going on. I don't know if that's a universal thing. Usually, and in all the times I've talked with some friends of mine, they say if you can't unattune, that's a really bad thing, but I'm choosing to ignore that for the time being.
I have no clue at all, genuinely. I thought she was connected to the bow, but it wouldn't be insane that she's connected to me. It would be very in line with the 1 hour that I always speak to.
Interesting. So when did you wake up, quote unquote? He looks to the spirit.
Are we still walking, by the way?
I assume.
I assumed we were
Yeah.
walking while saying
Yeah,
this.
okay, good.
It's probably been about an hour at this point. I'd also like to ask, what's Mavis doing about the whole food situation?
Yeah, I'm gonna break off a piece of bread from the provisions and lunch.
Okay, so every few hours you eat, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna say every other hour.
Okay. I think I woke up in that cave when Rayla and the rest of you were fighting that elemental warrior. There was something in it that jolted me. I'm not sure quite what. It's like a splash of water on the face to wake up. And that's as soon as I remember.
Weird. Well, I'm gonna be completely honest, I still find the situation really suspicious. But that's probably just me.
I really want this to be okay, and I really want this to turn out well.
Ah, that was it. What's your end goal? Once you get connected, what's next?
What does happen when that happens?
I don't know. I'll be
Okay.
whole again. Maybe I'll get my own body back. Suppose I only find out then.
I want to roll an insight check so bad. Oh, I want to roll
Insight
it
check the
so
ghost.
badly, but no, I shouldn't because every time I've rolled this saving throw, I failed. And
Do it, double.
Do it! Do it!
Do it.
I've done it percentage-wise. I think I have like a 45% chance of rolling.
Well, you have inspiration now.
I do have inspiration, actually. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to insight check the
Yes.
ghost.
Inside check the ghost.
Because, like, what family member comes back to life and is like, hey, I need you to do something for me?
It's not crazy.
I think it's weird. I think it's weird. I think it would put someone in harm's way. I wouldn't do that to my
I'm
brother.
gonna stay quiet for now.
Gross oversimplification of what's happening, but okay.
Rama, do you think I'm on track right now?
I'm not gonna. I can't say that.
Okay. Rama, do you know what I'm thinking now?
I think so, but I'm not entirely certain.
Okay, so the charisma save was a 22,
Okay, that's pretty good.
and the insight check
Huge, huge.
is a 24.
Oh.
That's with the bonus?
Yeah, that's with the bonus.
Alright. Andre,
Ghost Whisperer.
around you, the air and the area becomes a little bit brighter. As from your eyes, two rims of yellow begin to appear. Rayla, Mavis, and Mira, the three of you, feel distinctly that something in Andre's behavior changes for just an instant. And around him, a faint light is exuded. As Andre, you yourself peer deeply inside of Mira's self. You don't look at her physically. You look through her, somehow. Like opening a cabinet to see what's inside, you do it for her. What exactly is it that you're inciting?
I want to see if she's hiding anything. Or if she's, like, kind of, like, lying, like, hiding in terms of, like, what she said about her end goal.
You peer deeply inside her soul. You see what you think might be the core. It's like when you're eating something overly sweet and it makes your stomach slurch. The only thing you feel as you delve inside is love, unconditional.
Rayla's gonna freaking flick Andre in the head. I don't know what you're doing, but can you knock it off?
Oh, come on.
What? It's fine. We'll figure it out. It's okay. It'll turn out okay.
Okay, DH, I was making sure.
I know. Thank you, but I don't. I get this is suspicious and weird, but like I said, I can't just ignore it.
Well, I wasn't going to say, hey, stop doing it.
Hey, Mira.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Mira, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's Mira's favorite color?
I was just about yellow.
Oh, yellow.
You just picked your own favorite color right there, didn't you?
Ew, why would yellow be my favorite color?
No, you've mentioned something about that before, and I remember I was
orange.
like, that's weird.
Yash just
Or-
mentioned something about wanting to dye her hair orange.
Yes, that is true. I really like orange nowadays.
Orange
I
is
just
okay.
chose yellow
How dare
because it's
you.
like a complementary color to like purple and like Joker colors. Okay.
What?
Um, Yellow. Why?
Okay.
Not the color I would have picked.
What's
What is your
something you
favorite
wouldn't
color?
have told Roy?
Nothing.
Repeat that. I couldn't hear because some clown was babbling about colors.
You don't have to, say it out loud. You can whisper it to me somehow if you wish. What's something you wouldn't tell Rayla?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, Mavis. I have no secrets for Rayla.
It's not necessarily
Alright.
secrets, just something she wouldn't know.
She narrows her eyes at you. I have nothing I would hide. Why are you asking this?
And-
Mavis, this isn't the one to ask.
Rayla is your priority, right?
Yes.
If it came to reuniting you or Rayla's well-being, you would choose Rayla's well-being.
Of course.
Right here. You guys know that, right? I make my own decisions.
I thought about
At this
commenting
point,
on it.
also, Mavis, I'd like you to go for either a persuasion or deception check, as Mira will try to incite you.
Alright.
Damn, you guys are so hostile.
No, I'm trying to tell something right now.
Andre wants
go
a
for it.
spy. This is expected.
No, it is
You
expected.
You asked
Do your
for this.
thing. Do your
They're
thing.
all like you just went to grill Mira as soon as like potentially possible.
16.
Honestly, it makes sense. Do your thing.
Also,
Oh wait, no, I did the wrong roll. I did the wrong roll, hold on.
that's okay. You can use a result and change your modifier.
Oh, well, I re-rolled it anyway and I got a 1, so she'll be able to tell whatever. I already
Yeah.
rolled at that point.
All right. She herself got a 14, so she would
Yeah.
have failed. But she's trying to see what you're trying to get at with this.
Okay, I'm trying... Because, like, insight's not the same as reading my mind.
No.
Yeah.
With a 14 also, like although you did roll that 1,
Yeah.
so she's not reading your mind, but something about your intention is made clear through this.
Okay, would she be able to read through maybe her body language or the way she's asking questions?
You can express it however you like.
Okay. There would be doubt, but also a bit of what you would imagine is like a cat hunting a mouse on the ground. But really, it's a mix of those two, because right now she believes she knows something and is right now hunting that down. I don't know if that's enough.
Mavis, I'd like to be clear on this. I am wholly and wholeheartedly devoted to Rayla.
Oh,
I would
your
never,
devotion to Rayla.
I will, nor would never, do anything to harm her or to pose her a threat. And do anything I can, everything that's in my power, to help her.
I don't doubt that. I truly believe
you are devoted to her.
It's good then.
But we need a separate. I don't think your torn up soul I think you're a wound of Rayla's.
A wound? She looks at you and she seems perplexed.
And there's no recordings that I know of, or any precedent for this. Mavis is just gonna quickly glance at Rayla, and then look at Mira. I think your manifestation of Rayla's attachment and hurt to her sister.
Mira herself looks a little bit confused and she looks between you and Rayla. I don't understand what you mean. Rayla, does this make sense to you?
I you can kind of see Rayla like hiding on her sides a little bit. That's a theory. You know what? Maybe we can have that conversation another day. I don't want to believe you're right, and I don't know what to do with that, Mavis.
That is particularly heavy. But we don't really have much to go off of. When do you think something like this would happen more often? If you think it was sparked from her hurt? I mean, the idea kind of has some form of sense, since part of it formed on her and then another from where she lived, but that's a very loose connection. Doesn't really make sense. Unless you're talking about it was the lightning bolt that she took that caused it.
No, not. It. These kinds of hurts are rare.
You mean loss?
It's not quite loss. It's more than loss.
What is it exactly then? Because I don't have a really idea.
Grandma, why'd you make this so difficult to explain?
Hey, buddy, why do you think the document is so big?
Ugh!
I had a rough time
Document
too.
Go crazy. Do your best.
Wounds are Fuck yeah. Okay, sorry. Wounds are they're they can be physical, mental, even magical. They can be scabs on someone's arm, or they could be the trauma of watching someone you love die. They're wounds are influenced or are keys to being influenced by the aspects. And while it's rare, when I say there's been no recording of this, I mean, like, I am not aware. There's, like, maybe a case I can think of. And it's more of the results of that are known. A wound of heart is an extreme attachment to somewhere, to someone. It's the result of a mental wound. And they stay as long as you love that person. They can warp and change you. And the more you're exposed to them, the more you're at risk.
What makes it rare, per se? What's the deciding factor? Just chance?
I can't answer that. I don't know. I wasn't taught.
Well, all right then. But if what you're saying is true, that's a pretty nasty circumstance.
I mean, they're pretty unpredictable.
I mean, in a sense, I guess it's not too far off of what happens naturally.
And another thing is, with heart, it will try and unite. And I'm gonna put that in quotes, like I'm air quoting. It tries to unite itself at every chance.
These wounds you talk about, can they be healed?
I believe any wound could be healed.
How? How
There's
do
no
you
exact
heal a
answer.
wound? Sorry, can you repeat that?
There's no exact answer.
Hmm. If I am one of these wounds, and it's possible that I'm dangerous, Lorela,
So it's
she looks
possible.
she looks around. Clearly, she's uncertain. No, that's impossible. Her form itself has become very much pale, faded, to the point where you can't even really make out the outline of Mira currently. She's almost completely vanished.
Now, I'm gonna ask this one more time, and I'll add a bit to the end. Can you tell me something Rayla doesn't know? Or do you not know of anything Rayla doesn't know?
She looks at you straight in the eyes. Or at least, what you imagine are her eyes. Two pearls hovering in a light light. Stare at you. I have told everything I knew to Rayla. And I will never have any secret for her. I'm not yet strong enough to stay here for so long. Call on me again in a little while. And with that, those two lights vanish completely. And Rayla, you feel a little warmth grow in your heart that you didn't quite notice had been missing. It's very reassuring, peaceful.
You see Rayla kind of wipe at her eyes a little bit and do a little like, shake of her head. And she's gonna walk farther past you guys, as far as she can reasonably be without being too super far away.
Stellar work, Miss Inquisitor.
You said to bring it up.
Yeah. I mean, obviously that went as well as it could have.
No, I was wrong.
I mean, in terms of figuring things out.
Oh.
This isn't about proving who's right or not.
No, I mean, I thought something else was hurting Rayla. Or manipulating Rayla. And I think this might be worse.
What do you think's hurting her then?
Well, originally I thought she is being manipulated by the Red Grail, which still has influence over her. But she has a wound of the heart. I don't know enough to help her.
See, that's where you're overthinking things. I know a lot of this stuff is all this magic stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just someone grieving over a lost loved one. And that's the source of it, at least, right?
I didn't want to ask her. Because I figured that would have been too much. But it could be so much more if Mira sacrificed herself for Rayla.
Uh-huh. Well, you want to help her. How about we just be there for her? And learn how to deal with the way life goes. Well, learn to deal with it as well as we can.
Mavis is just kind of staring at you.
Listen, I don't think the solution to this is
Blankly.
going to be some magic thing. All right, that's just all I'm saying. Like we're making way too big of a grandiose thing out of it. Not like it's a not serious situation, and just in terms of the solution. Unless maybe I am interpreting it wrong. What did you think would be a possible healing this wound?
Decrease in attachment? Letting go?
Okay. We're getting somewhere. Decreasing attachment may... maybe your phrasing's just off. But that's part of it. But, I mean, I guess we shouldn't really discuss this between each other when, obviously, we're not the ones that kind of need it.
I've just been... The reason why I was so incessant was I was... Normally, this would be a positive thing and a change, but, like, with what I had been seeing in Rayla recently, I was worried I was starting to see the shift in mentality and herself.
Like what?
I mean, like, when we were talking about the possibility of people being after us, that we're being hunted down by more than one party, I was just... She mentioned that we'd be able to take them down. She was very sure of that, very confident. And some of her abilities, I was wrong. I'll admit I was wrong. I was worried it was the influence of the Red Grail getting to her. I was worried that I thought I was catching it early. Because confidence is great. Confidence is good. But confidence can easily turn into arrogance.
I know that all too well.
I was worried it was that Red Grail.
Maybe, but it's still what I think, at least. It could easily be too much of something. Too much compassion. That's all I got when I tried to read her. Seems I can go a bit deeper than just physical tics here and there. But
That's why I was trying to see if this was more of a manifestation out of Rayla, or if Mira was more of an independent entity.
I see what you mean. But it is a bit of a heavy implication to drop that the spirit, or the so-called spirit of what we thought so far of a lost loved one, was just a manifestation of what they saw of them. Makes it seem like they're not really real. And in a sense, I guess they aren't. It's kind of just what you hold on to. You can't truly know everything about someone. But I just think this is what happens to most people, but with a bit of extra magical steps, right? You hold on to a memory of someone, And as time goes on, when you really cling to that, it can start to get to you.
Yes, but I think you're forgetting the magical addition too much. What if that hurt builds up magically?
Explain that. Because I think the solution here is just finding a healthy way to cope with everything.
No, you're right about that. There should be a healthy way of coping that might not be magical. I'm saying the reason why I was, I guess, a bit confrontational with it is because of the fact that it most definitely is a result of magical influence.
Okay, well, I guess maybe we've been talking about two different things. Whatever your reasoning was, that's whatever. It's fine. Right now, I feel like we should focus on, I don't know, helping our friend.
And as you say that, we'll switch perspective. What's Rayla doing right now?
Mm, Rayla, she's walking ahead of them. She turns back every once in a while just to check that they're there, that they're doing okay.
Can she hear them
Um,
as they talk?
Mavis would have been whispering.
Oh, Andre was not.
No, you're not.
Andre was
Fuck,
no.
Really? We
I-
weren't having a private discussion about
No,
this?
you're not.
Andre was not whispering.
Oh,
You-
if Andre wasn't there, Mavis wouldn't. But me, Darius, thought that this was like a whispered
No,
conversation.
Andre was like, "Hey, nice work, buddy." Like it wasn't like yelling, but it was like just normal talking voice.
Way too late to specify that. Do it at the
Sorry.
beginning if you wanted. Way too late. So is Rayla far enough ahead that she doesn't hear?
um, hmm. I feel like she'd be far enough ahead where she wouldn't hear the whole conversation, but like if they did ever raise their voice a little bit, she would hear bits and bops.
That's it. So mainly Andre's responses and Mavis's retorts to them.
Yeah. Um, Other than that, she's not really doing much. She kind of just has, like, she kind of has her arms crossed a little bit, but not like properly. Almost like she's hugging herself a little bit, and she's just keeping her eyes focused on the road ahead.
From those arms, you can feel warmth. Once more, and now only in your own head, Mira's voice resounds. Your friends may be doubtful, but Rayla, remember that I love you, and I will never leave you alone. I will never leave you on your own.
She won't respond to that.
You see? And we'll switch back to Mavis and Andre.
Listen, all I'm saying is we give her space, and if she wants to talk about it, she will. Maybe we can, well, not bring it up per se, but just be there at least.
Okay.
You would have killed it in the courtroom.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I guess you still could kill it in the courtroom.
I don't. I don't know any body that would, or entity that would recognize me.
You got a sharp enough tongue. People will
Yeah,
hear
but I
it.
don't exactly have the identity to back it up, do I?
That's fair. I don't know. Maybe if I can
Maybe.
somehow get my title back, I can get you a job.
Uh, that'd be nice.
Man, I wonder what happened to my house. It's probably not even my house anymore.
When you're exiled, do they give up the land?
I don't really know.
I mean,
Well, honestly, I'm not even sure if my parents are still alive. So maybe the ownership never really passed to me. I don't know.
wait. You've never met your parents, I thought.
I haven't. I
Okay.
have no idea where they are.
But then if they're never like mentioned, wouldn't the title have gone to you?
Most likely, but
Like if they're missing or anything, then
listen, I didn't really ask him any questions. Well, it's usually because when I did, I didn't really get an answer, so. Well, it makes sense. I asked the people around my house that didn't really know me. So if they didn't really know the answer, they're not going to answer a, what, 5-year-old kid?
not even oh, they're working or anything.
They were there until I guess I was deemed old enough to take care of myself, or at least live.
Oh.
That's my assumption. Or maybe they just left. I don't know.
Kids pretty responsible, I guess.
When they have to be.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I've seen both. I'll have been adults having a mistake for a child. If Rilla wanted to go back to her, I'd be for that. This wasn't a thing of saying I wouldn't follow her. I think it's a bad idea. It's entirely her decision. I'll support it.
I don't think that was ever really a question, right?
Okay, good. I didn't want it to think of like. I don't know. This is hard.
It's something to look out for, but I think we all have a little something like that. Listen, I'm not one to talk about suspicious dealings when I have this thing, as he points to the shard. Or
Yeah,
have much
that's
of a right to talk about Rilla's well-being when obviously I kind of turned on that.
alright.
Honestly, I'm surprised her sister didn't bring it up. Like, that's some really good ammunition in, like, an argument, you know?
I'm sorry. The what?
Hmm?
I don't.
What exactly are you asking?
What argument?
Well, just, when I said it was suspicious, I
Oh,
thought it would
yeah.
make sense for her to bring that up because
Yeah.
obviously, like, I was about to bring it up.
Yeah. How has the shard been? Did he ask you any questions while? Because he seemed confused about something with the worms.
Yeah, it's not something I really mentioned to him.
I thought you said he didn't know.
I think I just assumed he didn't know because it was after his time, which apparently it is.
Well, he didn't know who Mirazar was, so...
And since I can't really deal with him, I just assumed that it was something that's currently out of my reach.
Mm. I'm wondering if there's a chance we could find anyone with any idea of what's happening.
I think we have. Hopefully we can find one that isn't a psychopath.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that one author lady, she was nice. Apparently she actually knew Themis, but he's been around for a while, I guess, apparently.
Yeah. Did I tell you that he's very aware of the other versions of himself?
That is interesting.
But he says... I don't remember the reasoning behind it. Quite frankly, I don't think I want to know what he's done to himself for different versions of him. He implied there's multiple, not just the one we ran into. And he's like, yeah, no, some of them will definitely hate who I am. And that they're different parts of him.
I have no idea. Maybe it's like a weird divide and conquer type thing.
I don't know if it was on purpose.
That's...
Or if it was, I think it's more of a side effect of something. What else would split up your mind like that?
I'm not sure, but as someone who was a friend to a spellcaster, those magical kind of misfires, I wouldn't put it past it. Her arm wouldn't start twitching the first time she tried to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh, that's
As you
fun.
say that, Andre, Mavis, your own arm starts twitching as well. And Andre, you see it. Rayla, from where you are, you can feel it. Mavis, it's familiar by now. 7 blobs of your own flesh fall to the ground, wriggling.
I thought that we were done with this.
Interesting.
Fuck,
Andre immediately
And-
pulls out his weapons and tries to hit them.
Instead of trying to burrow down, as they usually do, they start to go towards one another. Andre, you hit them, right? How many do you hit?
He's just gonna try to just stab like at all of them.
All right.
Just attacking any like if all of them are indistinguishable, just hit any of them.
Like, how do you do that? You're like, you
The
bonus
short
action double stab with your dagger?
Yeah, the short sword and the dagger.
All right. You do that in your head and allow the words resound once more. You remember them?
I don't remember them exactly, so I'm going to go find them because I knew for sure. I was like, oh, it was like something. It wasn't beware.
Mavis and Rayla, you hear from Andre's lips, almost not instinctual, but like something deeply rooted inside of him. Like a fear or disgust for a child crying for its parents. His voice is sound. It doesn't entirely seem his own. We call upon the horned axe who watches over all thresholds. And Andre, you stab a few of them. You have time to stab 6 of them. 6 of the 7s. As 3 rounds pass, Is there anything that Rayla and Mavis are doing during that time?
Mavis is just kind of looking at her arm.
It sure is an arm.
It's an arm. It's pale.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't want to use a spell on them, but I probably should. Um, Ice knife. I would probably try to cast something at it. If there,
Whoa, ice knife? When
Or
I'm close to
something.
them?
Oh yeah. Go for him. Fuck up Andre.
Here's the
I-
thing. Mavis would have casted them as they were like as soon as she realized what was happening. She would have made to cast something. And I don't know if she would have caught herself if Andre was acting fast enough.
Andre did not get all of them. And
I
while
might
you
not
ponder
hit.
that,
Oh, it's a dex saving throw, right?
Yeah,
I just want to get that clear.
Yeah, it's a dex. Yeah, it's a dex save. It
shame
is
the-
a dex save.
Go for it. Listen,
Alright.
if you want it, do it.
Let's see.
Is this the second time he's been hit with ice knife?
Yes.
19.
19 does indeed hit. Roll damage.
Alright. I'm gonna roll my actual real life dice for this.
Ooh, excited.
Yeah. Pretty ones that mean I'm not gaming. D10. Man, I need to get a better case for these though. They're so hard to take out. Oh, that's a 9.
The worm grows and grows. His 6 other brothers fall to the ground, limp, and vanish slowly, but it grows. Quickly, it's grown to being about 4 feet tall, almost
shit.
as tall as you are. And it seems to grow, to keep on growing, rather than being one large or tendril. It is a mass that multiplies again and again. You throw your knife at it, and it seems to do some damage.
Okay, and then it has to do a dex save.
Go ahead. That's a...
It has to beat a 16.
Well, it got an 11. So,
2d6.
go ahead.
Yeah,
But it's cold.
I also gotta roll this, don't I?
Oh no, you well yeah, you have to roll for the dex save.
Yeah. Okay, that's a 12.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I got the HP for it now.
Okay, that was only 5. 5 additional cold damage.
Alright. So that's 14. As Mavis and Andre do this is definitely something Rayla would hear. What does she do?
So I see the weird 4-foot tall worm thing.
Yeah. You've most likely seen 7 of them drop. Andre himself almost immediately reciting something and going to stab them. As Mavis herself throws out a shard of ice at them.
Yeah, she joined the fray. Is this a good idea? I don't know. Whatever. She would try to cast Eldritch Blast at them. The worm thing.
Go ahead. Roll to hit.
Huge 16.
16 does hit. Roll damage.
Six.
6. It takes 6 damage. The blast fires into it. And by now, your combined blows, along with Mavis's, seem to have weakened it somewhat, but it is still thrashing. Every once in a while, Andre and Mavis, some small flailing of it touch your skin, and you can feel it almost shrivel up underneath the touch, not dealing any damage, however. Was that for both your Eldritch Blasts, or just one?
Just one.
Go ahead and roll for
Oh,
the
there's 2 beams.
Yeah.
You have 2
I play the game.
Yep.
I know.
You have 2?
Yep. Eldritch Blast
already.
scales on total level, not Warlock level.
That's insane. I
It's,
did-
most cantrips do that.
Oh, just okay.
Most
That's-
cantrips.
All right. I was like, whoa, that's awesome.
8 for the second one. I didn't even know I could do that. Crazy.
Alright, did it 8 to hit?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was just instantaneous for the other one.
She's so used to hitting.
Yeah.
Stop.
Imagine not hitting.
It's an insult to me as I play martial classes, and I think most of my attacks have missed.
Just, like, hit your shots, bro.
Okay, all right, Miss
Yeah.
20 like dex or whatever.
Just left click them, bro. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Get Andre on, like, Aim Beast or something. Aim
Don't
Labs.
you dare! My past monks, my poor boys that missed every attack.
I mean, you played a monk. There's the problem.
Bro,
Guys, I have no more. Oh my god. Wait, we're level 8 now, right?
what is that?
Yeah. Also, I rolled an 11.
11 does not hit. The second blow collides, but it seems like it's cushioned by the massive wriggles.
I hate these things.
And the creature itself begins to thrash and goes to flay at you, Andre. Does a
Should have asked for that shield.
does a 14 hit your AC?
That does not.
It doesn't? Are you sure about that?
I have studded leather, and plus it adds my dex just straight up, and plus my fighting style. I have 16 AC.
Nice.
Are oh right, you put back your armor on. I didn't
Yeah.
refresh.
Andre's strong now.
The
I'm
fir-
no longer tank.
The first blow, you dodge with ease. And the second, oh boy, that one you don't dodge. That's oh yeah, no, that's a 27.
Whoa.
I don't think you dodged that one, do you?
I uncanny dodge because I totally have that. Yeah, I got hit by that.
That's level 5, I think. So no.
Yeah. That's what that was. I was like, ah, yes, I totally have this monk ability or rogue ability.
And you take 9 points
Oh,
of necrotic damage. One of the tendrils slams deeply into your chest. And it almost seems like it absorbs some part of you, as the tendril itself grows bigger. Similar to something else you've seen recently. And that's the end of its turn. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Wow, we're fighting something.
We're fighting a tiny thing.
A tiny little guy.
It's 4 feet tall
Smaller
So
than me.
small.
for now.
I got 14.
26.
Let's say 16. Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot about Andre's. So Andre, what about Rayla? What'd you get?
20.
Rayla, Worm, Mavis.
Oh, my head hurts.
Andre, you're up first. The worm itself thrashes around. It doesn't seem so focused on Mavis. Instead, its attention is focused entirely on you.
All right then. Take a deep breath. And then he'll hold up his short sword out in front of him. And he will recite the words, "We call upon the horned axe." And he casts Thunderous Smite on his short sword as a bright red and blue light starts to kind of coil around the sword.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
Then as he takes his stance, he'll finish the last of it going, who watches over all thresholds, and then he's going to just try to smash the sword into this thing.
All right, roll to hit.
Yeah, with advantage, right? Because of the thing I got.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, first one is a 21. Second one, gonna go for a natural 20. Okay, is a 24.
You hit.
All right.
Sure.
I'm also gonna divine smite it.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
How
fuck it
many
up.
dice do you roll?
Okay, hold on. Actually, I'm going to do many things to this thing. All right,
Fuck it up, fuck it
all right.
up.
First is the short sword.
Fuck it up.
That the short sword just does a 6. Wait, is it piercing for short swords? I forgot. Hold on.
Doesn't matter. You're just gonna have to. Something you're gonna have to get good at is rolling dice quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a minute for each dice you roll, it's not gonna work out. How many d6s and how many d8s?
I
You
believe
roll
it's just
that number of them.
2d6. So let me just go grab that.
Let him take his time. Let the
Well, yeah,
man
they are,
cook, okay?
So I got that. So the thunder damage from the thunderous smite is 4 damage, but it also needs to make a strength saving throw of 15, and it'll also take another 9 psychic damage. And,
Psychic. Oh, because
because
you're
of
using
the psychic whispers thing,
Okay.
or psychic
It
blades.
fails to save.
So
It is to knock it prone, correct?
I think it's also knocked back 10 feet.
No, you're thinking of Thunder Wave.
Thunder smite, or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked prone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It is pushed 10 feet away from you.
And finally, the divine smite damage.
Yep. You're gonna have to give me the totals too.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have a macro in here already. All right, let me just go roll that manually then. And finally, the divine smite will be. Let me make sure I got the correct amount. I believe it's 2d8. I'm gonna double check. Yeah, 2d8. So it takes another extra 10 radiant damage.
So total of that is?
Okay, so 6 plus 4, that's 10, plus another 10, that's 20, plus 9, that's 29 damage total.
There we go.
Huge.
With your first attack, you slam your sword straight into the core of the creature. It writhes around and you push it back apart. It splits into two, with one end slamming into the other as it writhes back into it. And you clearly deal some very hefty damage to it.
Alright, and then
Anything else?
he is going to run at it, and then he's going to attack with his dagger in his offhand.
Well,
For a... It's the same modifier as the short sword. Well, that's a good thing I have advantage. First one was a natural 1. Wait, was it 2? Okay, I thought it was 2 natural 1s in a row. That would have been funny. No, the second one's a 13.
13 does not hit, sadly. You try and find purchase with your dagger into it, but you just miss. You pass through each of the worms. And Rayla. Oh, actually, do you do anything else on your turn?
I
Not your free action.
use hold person. No, that's it.
No. Come on. You got a lot of stuff on your sheet. But no, you got one action, a bonus action, a reaction, and
Yeah.
a free action.
I said no, that was it.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
he's joking.
I was making a little jest.
It was just, it was just a goof.
It was just a bit.
All
It
right,
was just a goof.
Your Honor.
Rayla, you're up.
Did I take a long rest at any point? Yes.
Yes, you did get your long rest at the end of your, well, sleep.
Okay, let me just because I got beat up.
I love how many. I had to expend 2 spell slots and one of my bardic inspiration to do 29 damage. That's really funny.
You went off.
I'll do it. You know what? I got a lot of resources that I don't use often.
It's a good damage.
You know, I think there's. It's been a while since I ran out of spell slots because I haven't had to use them all, because Rayla kills them before I can do anything. But now I can waste everything before anyone does anything, and I'll take it.
Can I see Rayla do a bit of a sigh before she pulls up her bow to fire her first arrow?
Alright. Roll to hit.
Can I do the thing with the -5 or 10 or what is it, 5?
Yes, you can. Minus 5 to hit, plus 10 damage.
It's so casual for her.
I'm asking a question.
It's good. Fuck him up.
I'm saying it in reverence. It's like it's just so casual, you know. For me, I'm like, I would like to do the sharpshooter or the great weapon fighting, please.
18.
18 does hit. Roll damage for your first arrow.
Can I make this an arcane archer round?
Yes.
I know you want to. Do it.
No,
Do
I'm
it.
not doing.
Do it.
Yes. It's right next to both Andre and Mavis. Fuck them both up.
Oh no, we're
were
past that.
talking
We don't do that
bad.
anymore.
I don't know.
I'll make it a grasping arrow.
You like that one a lot, huh?
It's because I always forget to change them. So that's all I have, really.
It's like the spells
You've got a
adventure.
couple other ones.
I don't like. Why would I use my piercing one? It makes no sense, and the sneaky one makes no sense.
Roll the damage.
Okay. Huge, and then wrong thing.
So a total of
I'm doing it. Wait. 13 plus 10 equals 23.
you shoot the arrow. It cleaves straight through the mass, and spines burst from it, completely encapsulating it. As for a moment, it stops moving, as its HP falls to 0. A few seconds afterwards, it begins to pulse again. Anything else?
So hit it one more time for good measure.
Go ahead. Roll the hit.
Finish that. I don't need to do that. 16.
16 does hit. Did you do sharpshooter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she got a 21.
Roll damage.
I just have good luck.
Uh-huh.
21.
I just got a sick feeling sent through me after hearing that.
21 damage.
21 damage.
I wish I could say that.
Once again, your arrow slams into one of the bits that started wriggling again, and it stops. But it starts again. After a few seconds, the wriggling resumes. You do anything else?
No, that's it. I'll let the others figure it out. Go crazy.
Alright. The worms pack up. And you can see them grow again, Andre. Past the bits that you've destroyed, as they too begin to reanimate. It goes for a slam at you. Does a 16 hit your AC?
Yep.
You take 12 points of necrotic damage as it slams into your chest once more. You can feel the blackness spread through your armor, and your skin blackens. Very unnaturally, like you're staring at oil or tar. The flail bulks up once more and goes for another slam. A 14 to hit.
That'll miss.
This one lurches forward, but you dodge underneath. This hit seemed much greater than the one before. It packed a lot more mass. The creature does not move and ends its turn. Mavis, you're up.
Okay, wait. So these things multiplied?
No,
Oh,
it's still a single entity.
and it's still alive.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I fully spaced out for a little bit. I'm so sorry.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
It will be $50,000 cash.
Ah.
I'm expecting it for tomorrow morning, thank you.
Yeah, do you accept check?
Yes, I do.
Alright. You would be filing it though, right?
What?
Nothing. There's a scam that involves checks. Never mind.
That's so funny.
I can't believe you'd call me a scammer.
No,
I forgot
I
my
would
sneak
be-
attack damage. I'll get it next time.
Okay. I'm going to okay. No, that would count as an action, right? To activate the detect magic thing. 'Cause I kind of just want to look at the worms. Like the little
What?
scientist inside of me wants to do that, but I don't think I should.
Why
Oh,
not?
So I'm going to how does Shillelagh work again? I just kind of want to beat at it with a stick. Because necrotic magic is gonna heal it, right? I feel like that happened in the past.
probably. Or, I don't know.
Eh,
When in doubt, throw ice knives at it until it dies.
Hey, I'm
that
still
could
next to
work.
it.
I know. Kill
You
him.
should have moved back, dog.
Do it. You know what? I'm with Ramba. Kill him.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm gonna hold on to my spell slot.
Listen, I got a character that's designed specifically to traveling the mountains, and then as soon as we leave, he'll die, and then I'll just get another character.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, something that just hasn't been a thing in a while is maybe just gonna like summon her staff.
Look at that! You still have that?
Yeah, it's my ring. It's
Oh,
my
yeah.
spell focus.
It's from Genshin Impact.
Yeah.
I love Impact.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use Shillelagh, and I'm just gonna fucking beat it with a stick.
Alright, roll the hit.
Shillelagh does not scale, I'm realizing.
Not really, no.
14.
14 does not hit, sadly. You whack at it with your stick, but you pass through it.
Okay.
It's more like you're mashing them than actually damaging.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, go away!
There doesn't seem to be any reaction. In fact, the worms themselves don't even seem to have acknowledged your attack. Anything else?
No.
Andre, you're up. The worms themselves have been damaged seriously by the onslaught of your own and Rayla's attacks. But they seem to have reformed somewhat. They're not quite as potent as they were before. That much is clear to you. What do you do?
Ugh, this thing. He's just gonna swipe at it again.
Alright,
And he will cast... Yeah, he's gonna do another Thunderous Might. Why not?
go ahead.
Treat yourself.
First attack is 13 with an advantage, though the second one is an 18.
Ooh.
18 does hit. Roll damage.
So, it's going to Divine Smite at second level, which is 3d8, but actually, I'll just get all the totals. 3, those, 1, 2. Needs to make a strength saving throw of 15.
Which it passes by getting 15.
Alrighty. Let me double check this thing real quick, because I think it still takes the damage if it saves.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So then plus the sneak attack, because I'm also going to do the Psychic Whispers. Alright. So, it takes 7 plus 19, which is 26, plus another 15. 30, no, 41? Yeah, 41
41
points total.
I see. The words escape your lips once more. We call upon the Horndax, who watches over all thresholds.
Oh, was that a cue for me? I thought, I was like, oh, I forgot it. And I was like, he's doing it. And it's like, wait, oh, what was that? A line.
I love that so much.
Line.
Line.
I was so focused on
Mavis.
getting the dice down.
Mavis, as Andre slams against the pile of worms that begin to disintegrate, you yourself recoil somewhat. Not out of this blow, but something about what he just did. You felt it as well. And you yourself take 1 point of damage.
Oh, no. Damn.
You take one of them. Alejandra, how do you kill those fucking worms?
Yeah.
Like, punt them into the dirt.
Kind of just raises the short sword again as the blue and red light kind of coils kind of like up from his shoulder, down his arm, up against the sword again. As it kind of like almost extends the reach of it just a little bit. Because it's like halfway to being a longsword. And then as he just kind of slices into it, the red and blue kind of energy just all like collides into each other and just bursts.
And in that way, the worm fucking dies.
Sure.
It's like winces. You can't really notice or tell.
Okay, that's gonna take some getting used to. Oh, that was too much. He falls to his knees. Okay, never again.
Yeah, whoa,
Oh.
you did a lot there. Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay. That's weird.
Mavis, how about you? You okay?
I am, if we took that one down, everyone else should be able to, right? Like, they're not impossible to beat, right?
They need some connection to the Horndax, I think. Or at least that.
You kind of just see Mavis's face fall a little bit.
See, that's why I had you contact Guilford.
We were supposed to contact him back, or
He was supposed to contact us back.
no, he said explain.
Yeah, he said he would he said expect it backward. Unless he meant he wanted us to say it to him. Because when I say expect contact, I think that means they're going to call us back.
What did you guys talk to Guilford about?
Oh, yeah.
We told him about the worm thing.
Like how it could be a problem in the cities you visited?
Yeah,
Or
exactly that.
okay.
But right, they'll be okay, right?
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Listen, I might
That's
be
why we
your
gotta
friend,
keep.
but I will not lie to you. Well, anymore.
Uh-huh.
No matter what happens, we just need to try to find a solution to that. Anything beyond that is just a band-aid.
Yeah. And actually, no, I didn't receive the message, so I can't really ask this question. Never mind.
Okay, well, I guess I'm still. That's still happening. That's great. That's fantastic.
All the more reason to get moving. Plus, I can't kill these things forever. Actually, today, I won't really be able to do much against them. Unless
You
there's
wanna-
another way.
Should we take a rest?
I think that'll be against us, really.
You sure?
Yes.
All right, Rayla, you're okay too?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Well, thanks for cleaning up my mess, I guess.
Oh, this is gonna be an awkward travel, huh? And he starts walking.
And you guys get back on track to travel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Would you stop through the night? Or would you keep going?
Keep going. No, I don't think. That's a...
Mavis would be like, hey, you sure you good?
Not through the night.
Yeah.
Let's like not get that point of exhaustion.
Also, to be clear, you woke up at like 5 p.m. today.
Oh.
Sleep schedule is fucked.
It's like me in real life.
We're really in gamer hours right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens when you take long rests, like, whenever you want.
Time is a construct. Get over
Hey,
it.
bro, we got knocked out, sent in a prison. We didn't even
Yeah.
know what time it was. Well, maybe.
And
Still.
every
Yeah,
time we
that's a
try
lot
to
for
sleep,
it.
some fucker would be like, yo, it's me.
Like, hey, what's up?
Hey, dog.
Hey, we sleeping?
It's not like we
So-
haven't tried.
Tried what? Oh,
To,
it's
like,
just
get a normal sleep schedule.
It's not our fault. It's the giant that knocked us out.
That was very rude of him.
I wish I could say that to my parents when I was young.
it's,
Oh, it's your bedtime. No, Mom, it's a giant's fault.
it's the giant that keeps trying to kill me.
Okay, buddy, that's nice.
Don't look under your bed.
Yeah, that's nice, dear.
So you keep going.
Not through the night. I'm not. I
Yeah,
ain't
not
doing
through the
that.
night.
No, you're not going. When do you stop? After
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Traveling
is the
about
best
maybe
sleep
2
schedule.
hours for that.
What?
Sorry, go ahead, Yash.
No, you go ahead.
No, you.
Ah. No, I was just saying the 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. is like the best sleep schedule.
Okay.
It's the best. Yeah, go ahead, Ronald.
All right. So you keep going for 2 more hours before setting up shop to sleep for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
I'm so down. I used a lot of resources because I was like,
Yeah,
ooh, I
you
get to use my new
did.
toys.
You went hard.
I
there,
wanted to
man. You're
use my
crazy.
things, okay?
You now
No, that's
have
fair. You should.
damage. It is massive.
But then, like, in 2 rounds, I used 3 spell slots, like 3 first level, 2 bardic inspirations, and then 1 second level spell slot.
Really? Holy shit.
It felt great.
Costly fight.
It was a costly fight.
Yeah.
It is. And so you set up shop, going through the rough terrain and going south. It's not always easy, and your progress isn't the fastest, but you do make progress. You set up camp, and that's where we'll end the session.
Yeah.